Alright, that's 7:30. Hello everybody, welcome to Patchpen Plays Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. My name is Patchpen, and I have a theory! Why is this not... There we go. I have a theory. So I was thinking to myself... about DL6. I was thinking to myself... It's not gonna be Yanayoki. Because he was declared innocent because he was brain damaged. And so, like, even if we could prove he did the murder, we would have to prove that he wasn't brain damaged. Which, like, we're not gonna do. That's not gonna happen. The other suspect, the only other suspect, right, that we have is Edgeworth, right? And it's not gonna be him. Like, even setting aside the fact that he has his own spin-off games, the game isn't going to go there. Third suspect, the dad, we already know it isn't suicide. Fourth suspect, it has to be someone else. And, like, yeah, obviously. But who? But when you ask yourself, I was thinking to myself, who could have been there? And I ran into an obvious suspect, and I don't think I'm gonna say who here, but like, running through the list of people, I think there's only one person left who it makes sense for it to have been. And the question's gonna be how and why. And how do we prove it, also. That one too. That's important. December 27th, 211, right in Cola offices. Right. We just got out of a trial. Yes, Sarah, it is Lotta Hurt. Yes, DL6 was Lotta Hurt. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? No, it is spelled H-I-O-T. Because it's, that's her name. It's a pun, but it's not like a pun that's spelled perfectly. You were right the first time. A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. You really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently, but he'd never take someone's life. Never. Nick? Yo! How's everyone doing? Yes. Look, but you had the character name right the first time. Yeah, see? That's all I'm saying. What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Yes, I do remember. Yeah, I realized that. Yeah, what you're saying is that it's not just a pun, it's a real name. And yeah, the pun wouldn't work as well if it wasn't a real name. I mean, yeah. I do remember feeling faint. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, they were talking about swooning. Okay, that's kind of funny. I totally derailed that joke, but yeah, right on! Tell me the truth, it was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Nee? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy! You guys should be down before me. Yeah, down before your hero. Am I supposed to talk to you? I was hot out there. Hot! And someone's happy about how this case is going. Seems too happy to care about anything I show him. Okay. Okay, but what if I show you... What's the one that you trip? I don't have the tank or anything. What if I show you Goody? Okay, no, I'm out of here. Okay, fine, I'll talk to you. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. I mean, he was. But seriously, that boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty... edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? I don't know. But what I do know is, I'm gonna believe in you two until the end. Us two. Edgeworth and... who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Wait, was that serious? That was serious, wasn't it? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when you first met him, he was kinda a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, is that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me. Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kinda forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm gonna hear this story today and that's final. Okay. Kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial. Class trial? You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade. A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Huh, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared, with $38 still... Did they say it was for, like, the week? Or the month? Wait a minute. Okay, I don't have a... That's a lot. Oh, yeah, now that you mention it, I did remember that. I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a... month. Alright. That works. That seems reasonable. Thank you. I was coming down with a cold, so I'd skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So, they thought you did it? Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day, we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. I didn't do it! Guilty! He did it! Guilty! It was you! Thief! Give the money back! You're such a meanie! No one play with him! Okay, I'm making it sound like this is all the same kid. This is probably multiple kids. And it's also auto-scrolling, so I once I start reading it, once I stopped reading it, I couldn't catch up again. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. I am right, okay? First of all, go over and apologize, Phoenix. What is that on his shirt? Like some weirdly stylized police officer guy? And then like... I don't even know, and I assume that's like a name tag. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. Objection! He shouldn't have to apologize! The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence! Anything else has no place! We should all be ashamed! Amateurs! Miles? Aww. It wasn't you who stole my money. My money. Oh. Huh. So he has a personal stake in this, and he's defending me anyway. No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. Niles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? Oh, why don't you all just shut up? This is how it always is. Everyone ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. Said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. And he's usually that one person that everyone's ganging up on. So, like, he totally gets it. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were best friends. Wow, I had no idea. We're gonna wind up solving that one too. That's going to be like the crux of DL6 right there. The secret behind the entire thing. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world. Until I wasn't, like, 2 minutes later. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? Something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney. Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought, too. I tried to get in touch with him I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I just couldn't drop it, though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he'd become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait. You became a defense attorney so he couldn't avoid talking to you. Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick? So, is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. But I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Oh, Nick! 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 We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right. It very well may be. Wait. Like, does that mean there's a chance that if we lose this case, we might die? Like, we aren't personally at risk here. There's no chance it's gonna be the last thing we do. But, like, no reasonable chance. Like, unless we walk out of the courtroom and get struck by lightning and run over by ambulance or something. Like, first there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out what he is. What? I'd settle for who. I think I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Huh? Huh. But... Huh? Whatever. We'll find out. Okay, let's go. Wait, now can I show you stuff? Nope. Okay. To Good Lake. Hey pal! Long time no... Wait a minute, let me think. Hey pal, long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. It looks like it's one piece. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, another thing. Yeah. No one could go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lotta was camping? Woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. One more thing! No. Alright. Huh? The steel ISO is missing. ISO? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. Also, all of their wares were, lost in an unfortunate accident. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. Grossberg? I'd know that clearing up the throat anywhere. Aha! Hello! What might you be doing here? Hard for a walk, days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see? Ah, Mr. Grossberg. This is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. Oh, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Thanks. Bye. Well, what do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? Reminding us that he existed, so that we can go visit him later. 27th, caretaker's shack. Nobody's home. Hello! Hello! Hey, it's Polly! Wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello! Hello! I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello! Hello! Ah! He's not here. He's not here. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. No, I'm right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 128! 12. Alright, I can't keep doing that voice. Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Hey, he gives it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. Oh, I'm sure it's nothing important. Ah, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm gonna read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Okay, just a moment. Just a moment. I don't know if it was on the scene. The hunt, motor weapon shot twice. They left trapped in the elevator with the Edgeworth's memory lost due to oxygen deprivation after his arrest. Polly? Was that there before? Was that mentioned before? Okay, but nothing about how it turned out. The outcome. Why? Why is Hammond the victim here? I mean, to be fair, seeing what I can see here, his life was pretty ruined. But alright, now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. Well, there's our evidence. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth, calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here in perfect detail. Well, yeah, okay, so this murder is solved. So the entire rest of the trial is just gonna be DL6. Right? Like, there's nothing else to discuss at this point. Oh, and the class trial. We can't forget, we have to solve that too. Definitely. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. And if he thinks Miles is one of the people who ruined his life, then he probably thinks he's the real culprit. Like, Yanni thinks that Miles is the real culprit. But instead of getting him off by finding the real culprit, or even by just, like, proving him innocent. Okay, I get it now. Hammond proved him innocent because of the mental thing. Like, he was brain damaged, which probably doesn't make him look so good. Like, and so, like, it's probably hard getting a job at that point. It's hard, like, getting people to trust you and like you and stuff. And also his fiancée committed suicide and might be related to that. But so he's blaming Edgeworth He's blaming Hammond for not getting Edgeworth, and he's blaming Edgeworth for committing the murder. I guess that's it. That's gotta be it. Or something similar. Okay, let's go on. There's nothing left in the safe. Okay. Polly. Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick? You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Okay. Sorry, Polly, he says I can't take you. Great, now the bird's gonna hate me. He left food out. Everything's cold. Looks like he didn't turn his heater on. I guess he hasn't been back here since the trial. Alright. I'm thinking... Nope. Yes. Only really one way to go from here, and now there's multiple. Can we talk to Edgeworth? You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade? Lunch money. Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the sort of thing you'd do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, right? So simple. To a fault, even. Well, maybe yeah, but... I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Hey, Edgeworth. Why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, right, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. The defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day 15 years ago, the 3 of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had not been of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. He's like my sister was to you, Nick. He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved, and no one was declared innocent ever, I think it said. With none of the suspects, or something. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it's impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty. Perfectly. In any case, it is nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? What you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. Hey, he's right! Now's no time to praise the enemy, Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. That's it. Okay. Sorry, I'm not sure I can help you with that. Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker was. I see. Revenge on me. Who is that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, right? But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So he was following this letter then? Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men. Meaning myself and Robert Hammond. It also says this is your last chance. Last chance. Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident? Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? I mean, all of us in reality probably had it figured out by this point, but like... Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi? Just a moment. I need to check my stream. Okay, it's going well. It's going fine. It's... What? Had some internet troubles recently, and I wanted to make sure that... Yeah, the suspect in the DL6 incident, the one who was found innocent. Alright. Oh, I also wanted to present... Is it a bad idea to show him this? Nick, no! That's a photo of his father, don't show him that. Okay, you're right. Okay. Yanni Yogi. He was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long it felt like forever. The air thinned and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Ha! Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Anna, get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in the hospital bed staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanayogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused him temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed in court and Yogi was found innocent. Huh. Isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right. Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these past few days. I don't know whether I should tell you or not. You mean the nightmare? Yeah, okay. I think the time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing, in the dark. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making the— Okay, wait, I just read these lines. I can't breathe! You're using up my air! What? Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! What are you— Stop breathing my air! No, father! He's attacking father! Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was— Okay, just one thing. They should have shot out the windows. Alright, I mean, it kind of looks like someone did. But, like, they should have shot out the windows to make air holes. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In the days I pick up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! Okay. If it was evidence, then the fact that it was fired twice could be tied to the fact that it was already used in another murder. But if it was fired twice around the time of the murder, then it wasn't evidence, and it was the bailiffs. That could be a line of reasoning we have to pursue. Right? That makes sense. Arrgh. And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But that's just a dream, right? Right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the past 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? You think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean... It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we gonna do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe... There is, Nick! There is someone else who knows about DL6. Grossberg. It's gonna be Grossberg. Let's go talk to Grossberg. Yeah, cause the whole spirit channeling thing, he was in on that. He knew about it. He sold her out. Mr. Grossberg. Ah, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding, I can't believe you're not. My. Just come down and tell me what's happened, it's Mr. Edgeworth. He... I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father. It's only a dream. Only a dream. I wonder. What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, Well, also consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real. As you imagine. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired and the deed was done. No. I don't believe it. He was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Oh yeah, because you're not going to be able to work in a court after that. As he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. I wasn't even thinking about what his job was when I said that. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister? Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Fruit's testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result? He has a perfect win record in courage. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And? He lost. He died in despair, as it were. I see. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yana Yogi. Okay, 3 guys in an elevator black out. 2 of them are related. 1 winds up dead. Who's the dead guy gonna blame? The guy, his literal son, or the bailiff? Like, he blacked out before he died, presumably, right? So he doesn't actually... I guess he doesn't know who killed him. He's pinning it on Yogi because he did the other options not very appealing to him. And he isn't aware of any third options. Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Anyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless. I feel like that just confirmed what we already know, but it presents something. Oh. Let's do this first. Gregory Edgeworth was a gifted man. His death was truly a loss. I wonder what would have become of Von Karma were he alive. Oh, so this is the letter? It does seem that he was following this letter when he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients for their sake, not for their sake, but for his own. Huh? His own sake? He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he caught his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. Huh? You'll understand soon enough. Wait. What is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before. A long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? Could it be Manfred von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Huh? Von Karma, Von Karma. Wait! You were right! Yes! I was right! Okay, so you know how I was saying earlier, if he saw he had a weakness, he would do anything in his power to make sure that that weakness went away. For some reason, he saw Gregory Edgeworth as his weakness. Yeah. It's all coming together. The only question that remains is how do we prove it? This is Von Comer's handwriting, I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports. What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was... Correct. Manfred Von Comer himself. What does this mean then? Why would Von Comer want to frame Edgeworth? If it truly was Von Comer who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no. But how could Von Comer know about Edgeworth's past like that? Even Edgeworth himself thought it was a nightmare. That I do not know. Oh, but that... He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. Well, what do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Comer met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Comer did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Mr. Von Comer? Von Comer got the guilty verdict he wanted, he won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Comer of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence? It was the only penalty Von Comer has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Comer. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. Is that important? Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to the sea, or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Oh, and if he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? Okay, the way they're talking about this so much makes me think it's something I'm gonna want to remember, but... Why? What do we do, Nick? Von Comer's gonna bring up DL6, you can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know. I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But there, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright? If you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. I can't promise anything, In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. Police materials. Alright. That tells me where to go. It's not on the list. Fine. Oh wait, can we... I'd rather see this letter. Letter came out of the... Okay, it's the same. It's the same. It's the same. Okay, I shouldn't have done this. Okay. December 27th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy. Hey, okay. Oh, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again. Well, now I can't have just anyone wandering around in there. I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there. Never mind, I'll wait outside. Yes, he just arrived, actually. Von Karma's in the records room. Nick, that's hooray. Let's look at the blue battery. Tomorrow, I'll present him before the department at last. I'm gonna make sure they know how much people like the blue badger. Good luck. Okay. December 27th, Police Department Records Room. Dusty as always. We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they haven't had time to. I'm sure they just haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. This cabinet is where they keep evidence for current cases. Some of the things are obviously murder weapons. Others are question marks. Most of it just looks like random junk. Nick, what do you think this clothespin is for? Don't touch that. It's evidence. Huh? One of the doors here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. The label says unsolved cases. Evidence. Unsolved cases? Eh? File for DL6, it's completely empty. What? What are you doing in here? There's the front sprite. Oh boy. Kinda got spoiled that the front sprite existed a little bit ago, but wow. Von Karma. You. How do you know my name? Huh? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other. You're a famous prosecutor. Of course we know who you are. We are in a legal adjacent profession. An unspecified one. We're rival Centralist defense team. Whoa! Defense team? I beg your pardon. You see, I really remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs to me, needless things to be crushed. You can see how this guy was just meant to. His face is terrifying. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second-rate. Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because you dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you'll lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. You're right. So Van Comma is gonna bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. Are we gonna do the stupid thing, Ken? Are we going to be required to do the stupid thing again? And by the stupid thing, I mean show the villain the very important evidence. We did it with Red White. We did it with D. Vasquez with the photo. We did it with Red White with like Mia's notes. We did it with D. Vasquez with the photo. And now we're gonna have to do it with Von Coma, aren't we? That's what this is going. Fool. You think I, a prosecutor, would give you a defense attorney information? Bah! Okay, what about my badge? Okay. Someone need to look at my badge. Yep, we have to do the stupid. Mr. Von Coma, look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yana Yogi to commit murder. Yana Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter? Yes, my dear defense attorney. Hey, I'm the defense attorney. She's my assistant. Get it right. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle. Wow, great going, Phoenix Wright. What? Nick, what is that thing? A stun gun for self-defense. Usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000? Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it, usually. Now give me the letter. No. No! Oh, what are you? Nick, run! Ah! Maya! Out of my way! Wow, great job running! You really helped her there. Ugh, he got us. And he took the letter. Yep. And he took the DL6. Oh. Can I look at the... Wait, what DL6 evidence? I mean, the letter's already gone, so it's not like it didn't update it yet. We still have the case file, we still have the incident photo. Did we have anything else? Back to having no clues. Oh wait, it's talking about how he took the stuff from the drawer. The evidence drawer, not from us. Okay, never mind. I figured it out, I think. I think that's what it meant. I hope that's what it meant, otherwise it's weird. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya! Maya, open your eyes. Maya! Okay, okay. The letter. Did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. That would have happened to anybody. No good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. No, dude, we're fine. We're fine. Wish I hadn't woken up at all. Oh, fine. Naya, there has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 incidents, evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. DL6 bullet stashed in a pocket. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. To be continued. Alright, can somebody in chat tell me whether they've noticed any, like, significant skips or anything? I just want to be sure. Well, you know, I can save in a separate slot. Just in case I have to, like, re-record a certain part, because we've been having internet problems recently. I believed I mentioned that earlier. Okay, good. Tomorrow we go to court and we prove, we solve all the cases. Or at least we start on it. I don't know how long this trial's gonna be. If it's the ultimate trial, like the last one, it might be a longer one. We'll see. Yeah, but tomorrow we take this to court. See all of y'all then.